Hey, good people, welcome back to Monday's Book List. So, we are here to do March's wrap up, and I'm going to be honest with you, March was a hard month to read for me. A lot of stuff going on, everything from my brother having health issues to me trying to do team too much with trying to change up my daughter's eating habits and sleeping schedules. What is wrong with me? Um, so, there was a lot that went on in the month of March, so it kind of affected my reading. And for those of you who know, I talked about how I don't want to DNF books. However, I think this is the first time I've DNF'd this many books, and I know a lot of it was because of what was going on with me. Um, so I had a whole list of TBRs, and out of the TBRs on that list, I'll tell you how many I actually read. So I read one, two, three, four on that TBR, and one of those fours I DNF'd. And then outside of that one I DNF'd, because of my reading slump, I was trying to push my way through it, and I thought, oh, just go to your niche, read romance or read some, what the world, read some, cozy murder mystery. I DNF'd 8 books that I started. Like I started and I don't want to talk about those 8 books because those books I only got into like 15 to 20% of those books before I was just like, you know what, you're pushing yourself. Stop. You don't want to read this. So I won't talk about those much. I DNA. I should say I DNF'd 9.5 books, and the half we'll talk about here. We'll talk about now. 3 Parts Dead was on my TBR, and I did DNF it. I DNF'd it at 35% because I was listening to it. However, I am going to pick it back up. I think the story is good. I think that it's a pretty cool story. I just was not in the mood for it, and with everything going on, I just knew I wasn't going to be able to give it my full attention, and I wasn't going to be fair to it. So that's why I stopped reading it. But I will be picking it up. When? I don't know. Maybe, honestly, probably around in October, because it kind of gives me a Halloween vibe. So hopefully around October, I will pick it back up. The other book that I DNF'd on my TBR was Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency, and it was by Douglas Adams, and I think he is the author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I should have known I didn't like that book. I should have known I wouldn't like this, and I DNF'd this one at 65%. So I was giving it a shot, but I just at one point I was just like, this is not worth it at all. You should probably stop reading it. And I did. Let's talk about the books and graphic novels that I did complete. Flashpoint, I did complete. Gave it 5 star, I gave it 5 stars. It's a graphic novel, and it is written by. Sorry, hold on. I thought I had it here. Why can't I find the name of it? I know the guy's last name is Johns. I'm sorry. I'll put it up here. I also read The Lumberjanes, Volume 1. It is by Noel Stevenson. Yes, Stevenson. It is a graphic novel about a group of girls who are at um, summer camp, and they go on this like really cool journey of trying to figure out like the mystical, magical stuff that's going on around the camp. And I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this graphic novel. I had very little concept of it of going in. I knew that a few big booktubers who read graphic novels read it, but I kind of shied away from their reviews of it because I really wanted to go into it very much like not knowing a lot, and I'm glad I did because I love it. It was really good. I can't wait to read volume 1. Volume 2. I got volume 1 free with Prime Reading. And I did already order volume 2. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. But I do have a copy of volume 2, and I can't wait to read it. Really enjoyed it. If the only thing I would tell you is because I personally feel like you should kind of go into it kind of blind is a cross between a summer camp, Girl Scouts, and Gravity Falls. If you ever watched that cartoon, I used to watch it with my nephews. Um, and what is the other one? Scooby Doo. Like it kind of all feels that way. There's no murders and there's no mystery like trying to solve a crime at Scooby Doo, but the quirky weird stuff in Scooby Doo, it just it's so cool. It's such a good graphic novel. If you want to read an unconventional graphic novel that is fun and light with a girl on, well, I don't know how to say it, with I believe there's gonna be uh, a relationship between two of the girls, which I think is cute. Um, but if you want to read it, I would suggest that you should. I would suggest that if you're thinking about reading Lumberjanes Volume One, Beware of the Kitty Holy, I would suggest it. It was cute. I gave it 5 stars. Dancing on the Edge of the Roof. We all know how I felt about it. I did a special review about it. It's actually one of the books that helped me get out of my reading slump. I read a few. That is by Sheila Williams. I read 2 books by Kennedy Fox, who is a romance novel or romance author. Actually, it's of 2 ladies who write under the pen name of Kennedy Fox. Um, and the first book I read by them is called Taming Him, and it is a part of the Bishop Brothers series. And then the second book I read by them is called Falling for the Bad Boy, the Bedtime Read series. Okay, so the first book, Taming Him. Is that right? Taming Him? Boring as hell. Like it, not boring, predictable. I predicted everything. Like I literally was like, well, let me guess. This is gonna happen. Oh, let me guess this. This is gonna happen. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I shouldn't say I didn't enjoy it. It was a Falling for the Bag Boy. It was actually boring. I gave it 2 stars. I think I gave it 2 stars because it was kind of smutty. So it was kind of nice. So we had a little smut. Taming Him was kind of smutty too, but it was just okay. Like I don't really. It was just okay. The book I think I will have finished by the time this video goes up. So this will be my 10th book that I read this month. Is called Boss Man by V. Keelan. She is also a romance novel author. What I want to keep saying romance author, and I do love her writing. She is more of a slow burn. If you're looking for a slow burn with some smut, go with your girl V. Keelan. There's always an element of, I would say, somewhat loss. Not always very dramatic, but just a little, somewhat loss, which I like her a lot. I will have that done by the time this video is up. So far, I want to give this book that I'm reading, I would give it 3.5 stars. Honestly, there's very few romance novels that I give past 4 stars. Because romance novels usually have a format which they stay in, so it's kind of hard for you to like find anything that's extremely compelling about them for me to give them more than 4 stars. But this is close. It gets 3.5. It's interesting. I like it a lot. The plot of it is, just as it says, girl falls for her boss. And actually, so the reason why I'm giving this one 3.5 stars is I like the premise of how they came together. So she is trying to get out of a date because he's the dude you meet, and I like her name. No, this isn't the one. I like her name. Her name is Reese. I do actually like her name, Reese. I do like the name Reese for a girl. So Reese is at a dinner, and she is trying to get out of the dinner because the guy she's with is quite boring, and he's talking about his mom a lot. And Chase, who is, I guess he just went to the bathroom, and she's near the bathroom calling her friend, like, call me and say it's an emergency. And he's like, that's quite a bitch move to do. So they kind of get introduced that way, so it's kind of cool. But overall, still, Bossman is 3.5 stars. Good, nice little smutty stuff in it, but it's nothing to really write home to mom about. So, let's get to the book that I really want to talk about. And I read with my book club, my physical group, my friends, my local friend book club. And I guess technically it's not local because my one friend lives in Florida. We just all call each other and talk about the books weekly. So we read Book of Book of Essie. And it is by, I have it right here. It is by Megan McLean Weir. This book, when it started, I'm not going to lie, they were questioning me. They were like, hey, what did you get us into? Then about the about the fourth chapter, everyone was like, okay, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Can we talk this week? When can we talk? When can we talk? When can we talk? It was a really good book. It was a really good book. I gave it 5 stars. The group as a whole gave it 4.5 stars. And I understand why the point off, why some people didn't enjoy it as much as I did. I first and foremost, Bobby, thank you. As DJ Khaled would say, another one. You hit me with another good read. The group was excited and they really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I took your suggestion because it was a really good read. The only issue I have with this book is that when you're reading with a group of people who don't read as fast as you do, or who don't read as fast as you do, or not read as much as you do, slowing down to read with a group of people is very hard. I said all that to say that this is the first time that I ever felt like the kid that was upset with me in class, like taking forever to read something. I was like, come on, can we read 2 more chapters? Can we read 2 more chapters before the next before the next meeting? It was so hard. It was so hard. And I think it actually dampened, it also added to my reading slump because the book I wanted to just like hoover, like just consume, I couldn't. I had to like pace it out. So it was really hard for me to do that. So, but it was worth it. The book was really good. Everyone enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. Just to give you a quick, brief synopsis, because I don't want to give you too much of it because it will ruin the book for you. You meet a young lady by the name of Esther. She's in a very religious family. Bobby said this, so I can say this too. She winds up pregnant, and she decides that she's gonna do something a little. She's gonna not. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. Basically, Esther takes her life back. I'll just say that. And it's very interesting. It says a lot about religion. It says a lot about uh, people living under the eye of because the family that she is in is like a televangelist family where they're very religious, and um, they're on TV. So I agree with Bobby. It's very Duggarish. It's very Duggarish. I'll say that. And she did not, when she said that, she did not lie whatsoever. So yeah, that's all I will say. But Esther does try to take her life back into her own hands. So I would say that. 2, it is a very good read. I would highly suggest it. I cannot recommend it enough. And I think that is my entire wrap up. I think I'm done. Okay. Until we talk again. Bye.